Welcome to Norway. You are in the drop zone, and I am Jealous Fist, and today we're talking tactics again. Talking about how to outthink, outmaneuver, outperform, outshoot, and overcome your enemies. These Norwegians, these guys are trying to stop you. They're trying to stop me. They can't do that. Lord Petka put us here upon this good green Norway to get these airdrops, and that is what we're going to do. And today, we're talking about how to attract, outplay, and destroy TryHards. Now, a little background on this video and what I'm doing here. Let's just pause it. And let's rewind just a tad here. Okay, I originally was going to do something different about tactics, but then last night I ran into a guy in a lobby. He is a real tryhard. Now, I'm not going to say his name or anything like that. We're keeping it respectful, and I don't mean it in a negative or derogative way, nothing like that. The guy, he wants to win. He is a tryhard. He knows what to do. He knows how to move. He knows how to shoot. More importantly, he's played me more than a few times. We have crossed swords more than a few times. So he knows what I'm about, and I know what he's about. Now, guys like this, you can either do two things. You can either try to hide from them and avoid them, or you can aggressively go after them. And that's usually, traditionally, your two different options. See me sliding down there? They've totally ruined crawling around in prone. So I decided to try something a little different. Something without gadgets, without tools, no consumables, all of that. We've got a lot of new Norwegians running around in the game. They don't have access to a lot of the stuff that I do, that some of you do. So I wanted to do something low tech. Something that is all big brains, that is all just moving around, using the map, and your movement, your shooting to your advantage. Okay, here we are. So what I decided to do, let's just rewind again. We've got contact with this guy now. Now, earlier in the game, I spent my time running around, getting things set up for the airdrop. Right here where we're picking up is the end of that. Right here when I hit this comm and I stealth it is the end of what I'm going to do in this particular game for the airdrop. Other games I'll do more stuff, but with this guy running around, we can't risk that. He is way too good. You always respect your enemies. Respect a rain jacket, though. When you're in a game against a guy who's got clothes and a name and all that, you need to really respect him and be careful. So, got everything done for the airdrop. That's out of the way. Hit the disruptive tower, so his map is screwed up and mine is still good. Always in solos, hit the disruptive tower if you have the option. You want to do that. It only helps you and hurts the enemies on the board. So what I've been doing around here is I'm going to attract this guy. We're gonna bring him into me. I'm running around. I don't know where he is yet. We had briefly had contact. Let me pause this. We had briefly had contact earlier in the game. I spawned right here, and I'm pretty sure he spawned right here, because right about the time that I got here, as I traveled along east, we ran into each other. I knew this guy had a VSS from checking everybody's loadout out in the pregame lobby, and we ran into each other right about here. We had contact. We exchanged fire. I shot at him and his VSS, and then I ran back this way, shot back towards the east, and then I started shooting in some bushes, and I believe, this was last night, I can't remember, but I believe I then shot my rack to make it sound like I was fighting somebody else. A guy like this will come running recklessly to the gunfire, and you can use that against them. That is exactly what I did. So then I left, came up here, hit the comm, and I think I went over there and hit the comm, something like that. Anyway, so once we got set up, I then intentionally and with purpose started running around, shooting into bushes, making a ruckus, causing a bunch of noise, because I know he's going to come here. I wanted to draw him into this part of the map, which, as you can see, right there, that's my ultimate goal, right? Oh, I don't even need to do that. My ultimate goal is to get the airdrop. Now, this map picture was taken in a different game. I've just got maps laying around to use. But the airdrop in this game specifically is actually going to be down here on the tracks, if I remember correctly. So I want him in here running around in the disruptive field, wasting time with me over here, because eventually at the right time, at the airdrop time, I'm going to run down there and grab that and get out. My goal right now is to slow him down. If possible, kill him. That would be great if I can kill this guy. I am not dead set on that, though. Because a guy like this, you have to be careful. You can't take chances with. So I wanted to attract him, get him down here, waste all his time, keep him from killing other people and potentially getting better weapons, better tools, because all he had when he came in was a VSS. So I'm just shooting into bushes, making noise, jumping around. You see how I'm juking around side to side all the time, being moving. You have to do that. Also, part of my thinking in this, because this is tactics, we got to get into the theory. Let me pause again. Part of why I'm doing this. Sorry, I was just drinking some coffee. It's the morning. The reason part of why I went with this particular strategy, running around in the open, shooting, being loud, is because I do know he's got the VSS. The VSS is a very powerful weapon. You need to respect her. You need to respect Victoria. She is a strong Russian lady, and she will destroy your life. But she is only got 10 to 11 rounds in her at a time, right? That is a very limited amount of time of shots, especially in full auto. You don't have a lot of chances to hit. Now, it's a risk with somebody like this because this guy can shoot, but he's only got so many rounds before he needs to reload. So that was part of my decision-making process. I knew that barring him getting something from somebody else or getting a locked container or something like that, which I was attempting to keep him from by making all this noise, he was going to have 11 shots at most to send my way. So I could run around in the open, distract him, make him waste his time. A little easier than if, say, he had an M249. If somebody's got the saw, they've got 200 rounds in that belt-fed, machine gun, and they're never reloading, and you're probably going to die, especially against a guy like this. And especially at this point in time in this season 8.1, because the M249, the saw, is a death machine. It's a laser of a machine gun, and it is truly awesome. Now here I am just basically, I am trying to kill him. Like, I'm fully trying to kill this guy, right? But that is not my goal. It would be great if I could kill him, but that's really not my goal right now. I am trying to waste his time, waste his ammunition, so I can get the airdrop. I did bring this tool. I did bring the mortar. That's right. I did have a mortar, but other than that, this is all just big brains. And plus, you can find a mortar on every map. They're always in the same spots, basically. You can go and look at other people's videos on that kind of stuff. I'm not going to do that kind of basic thing, but mortars are available in Norway. They're easily obtainable, and they are very useful. Now, right here, I'm running around. I distracted him. We've been exchanging shots, and I just threw a mortar on him. He thinks we are in a fight to the death. That is going to slow him down. That is great. Turning around, making sure that he didn't come back this way, because when I dropped that mortar, he ran. He ran. He was up here. Oops. He was up here shooting down into here. When I dropped that mortar, I lost visual contact with him. For all I know at this point in the video, he could be coming around here to flank me. Always anticipate the flank. Flanking means coming at you from your side or behind, basically not at your front. It's from an unexpected direction. And with TryHards, it's one thing you can expect is the unexpected. These guys, they want to win. That's why they're TryHards, because they try hard to win. Now, right now, I knew the airdrop was coming, and I started to run. Normally, I would be making my way to the airdrop a lot sooner. But with a guy like this, I wanted to cut it close, because he's gonna try to get there too. We need to let him think that we're still fighting back there. Now right here, we're taking a risk. Kind of running through bushes, running around all over. At this point in the map, I've been so concerned with TryHard over there that I don't know who's still alive. I have no idea. I haven't hit the signal. Of course, pings don't work, and I haven't been able to lay down any alarm traps anywhere useful to try and ping people in the ways that we have to ping now. As you can see, jumping around, moving around, always looking around, and I'm paying particular attention up in there because that is where I'm expecting TryHard to be, up in here somewhere. Making our way to the airdrop. Now right here I was getting especially scared because I know that that guy that I was dueling with has definitely figured out that I am not there anymore, and he knows me. He knows I'm going to go for the airdrop. I was pretty sure he was right on my heels. I was getting kind of sweaty right here. I thought I was about to be shot in the back. I'm not going to lie. It's a little scary. So now we're chasing this guy. We're going after him. I'm going to try and keep the high ground as much as possible. And you see how I keep jumping here? The reason I'm doing that is because in those brief little times when you are in the air, you can hear footsteps a little easier. Ah, there we go. There's TryHard. He figured out what's up. He knows who I am. He knows I'm Mr. Airdrop, so he's trying to get to me now. So now we've got a guy in front of us and a guy behind us, and this is when things get exciting. This is when the game gets really fun, or really stressful, however you want to think about it. And of course, we got a guy in front and a guy behind. Don't just blindly chase after runners. The smarter ones will turn around and try to shoot you. They will, at opportune moments, get in cover, get a good hard cover, turn around and shoot at you, because they want to live. They're trying to get out. As you can see, I am just missing so much. I've been trying out the Vigor on full auto. Been trying that out. And there we go. It worked out. Now, the whole time right now, it is just running through my mind that this guy is going to just destroy me. I know he's just hot on my heels. I hate the running this season. 8.1, they really ruined our character movements with all these restrictions. You run slow, you run syrupy. If you get caught out in the open, in the wide open, you have very little chance now to juke around and avoid that fire. I honestly am incredibly disappointed with a lot of what happened in 8.1. A lot of stuff got broken. It's very sad. A lot of my friends have moved on. It's no good. So you can see we are making our way up here. I generally tend to take this way to this exit. It does add a lot of time, but if somebody is up in here where they like to camp, let's pause this real quick. A lot of these exit crabs, in Sawbrook in particular, when they're going to camp this exit, they will tend to be here, around here. Sometimes they'll be up in there. So if you come the way that I just came, as you're running along, you have some concealment here to kind of juke through. You can get behind these rocks up here when he pops out, springs his stupid little lame trap. We'll get back to it. Always look towards the direction of where the danger is. So now he's this way. He kind of screwed up. He followed me a little too much. If I was him, what I would have done is try to cut me off. I would have... Let's pause that. So, he knew I was going this way. If I was him, he knows at this point in time that we're basically locked into going this way unless we double back and go there. So, he followed me too closely this way. He should have tried to cut me off and go that way. That wouldn't have been exit camping because we were in a battle the whole way. That would have been legit. He would have just been cutting me off. He wouldn't have been sitting right here that whole time. He should have gone this way instead of following me like that way. But, you know, in the heat of the moment, that kind of stuff happens. I probably would have done the same thing too. And we got out. We got out. And then there were the crows right there. Barely got out away from that guy. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, you didn't kill him. You lost. No, I didn't. I did not lose. We just won. That was great. We got the airdrop. We got one kill. I wasn't really going for kills in that one. And we got that airdrop. Look at that. Got the airdrop. We are out. Great work. And that was great work. So, in review, what did we do here? What did we learn? We didn't use any tools. We used no gadgets. Well, except for that mortar. Basically, we just used thinking and reasoning and our brains. We thought of an objective, which was to attract and draw in this guy, hold him up, draw him into us, engage with the enemy, and we tried to neutralize or destroy him. We did not destroy him, but we did neutralize his ability to stop us from getting the airdrop. You can do that. Anybody can do that. You don't need armor. You don't need mortars. You don't need an H-bar. You don't need Hilda. You don't need the SG-1. You don't need Sigourney. You need ammunition and a gun. I could have done this with an AK-74. Could have done this with the AK. We could have done this with the carbine. We could have done this with anything. This is using common sense, using cover, using lots of fire, lots of ammunition to draw this guy in, hold him close to us, try to kill him, and then when we weren't successful on that, moved on, get the airdrop, and get out. You don't need all the stuff. Everybody is always mad at the stuff. It's not the stuff, it's the player. It's your mind. Use your mind and you can overcome. You can win. You can outthink, outshoot, outperform, outmaneuver, outplay these tryhards. Don't let them get in your way. Don't let anybody tell you that things need to be watered down or made easier. Anybody can do this kind of stuff. You guys can achieve this. You can be Norwegian. You can do it. I can do it. We all can do this together. It's possible. Anybody can do this kind of stuff. Anybody. If a guy like me on terrible internet who is rapidly approaching middle age and way too obsessed with the video game can do these things, you can do this too. Anybody can do this. Thank you. Let's just watch this guy get shot in the back. I love shooting people in the back. I don't know why. It's probably bad. But it's always a good time. Let's watch that one more time. Oh, it wasn't in the back, though. He was looking at me. Oh, well. GG, bro. GG. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that airdrop in there. Woo! Love it. This feels so good. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching this. Thank you for taking the time, for listening to these ramblings. And let's make the game better together. Let's make Norway a better and stronger place. Thank Lord Petka. Thank the Vigor gods. And I thank you. I am your #1 ranked airdrops all time, Jealous Fists. And thank you and goodbye.